He's a wonderful man. I've seen it. But he's a mess. I want to know what happened to Eric. I don't believe in this code of silence that you have.
War leaves a mark.
It's a story of a man called Eric Lomax, who was a train spotting railway enthusiast who ended up being captured in the fall of Singapore in what's kind of renowned as the worst British military defeat, and was caught trying to build a radio purely just to get the news of the war on, and accused of being a spy, and was horrendously tortured at the hands of the Japanese.
He survived it. He came home, and it's about what happened later in life, and his relationship to the past, to his tormentors.
20 or 30 years later, he gets the opportunity to go and confront one of the Japanese who's still alive, and really the film is about that confrontation and about the outcome of that, and where really where the best and the worst of human nature takes us.
It's really a story about the psychological effects of war and the repercussions of their family members and their loved ones around them, and how we kind of deal with acceptance. And the fact that it's a true story is just mind-blowing.
It's a story of courage in all sorts of surprising ways. Not only resilience under torture, camaraderie, about a marriage. It's a story about love between two people under that sort of duress, and also about revenge and reconciliation.
He's alive. He's alive, and I know where he is. He won't have a clue you're coming.
This is what you're going to do, isn't it?
All you can do is do your best work, and you try your hardest, you try and cast it as well as you can, you try and get the script as well, as good as it can be. And then you set about trying to honour that story and do justice to it. And it's such a brilliant story, and such an unbelievable story that you just all I can say really is that you just do your best to do exactly that.
Jonathan is such a talented director. I mean, I learned so much from him. There'd be times when he'd leave the camera running for 20 minutes and exploring what would happen in the scenes. And so that was a complete draw, absolutely. And the challenge of playing the young Stellan, I think, was also interesting. Yeah.
When you do Colin Firth, you have to you see, with me, I found we wanted to play the same character, so there's a lot of character stuff that we wanted to get in there, but at the end of the day, we were both going to have to, one of us was going to have to, take some of the managers to the other. Colin tried to have my blue eyes at one point and ended up looking like a vampire, so I ended up having brown contact lenses, so I thought I'd try and take some mannerisms as well. And I think the main, I've got kind of like big lips that look like bum cheeks, so I had to kind of do this sort of thing for quite a lot, and a lot of it was about the mouth, I think, with Colin. Mouth and voice.
Got them on the run, sir. Sir? Come on, sir. We've got Hitler on the run. That's it, sir. And we're bombing Germany 24 hours a day. Now the US Air Force has joined in. The men, sir. Right? You've got to let them know it's going our way.
In many ways, it reveals exactly what human beings are capable of, the best and the worst, and I hope people take away that, in a sense, dramatic energy from the film, and it leaves something along those lines with them, of what we're all capable of, and also that, that it's hopefully an emotional experience for them.
I don't know if you need to learn anything from the film or just allow it to affect you in a certain way, but I think, acceptance, and when somebody can really forgive and accept and move on. And he has a quote in it that Eric said is sometimes the hating has to stop, and I think hopefully if we can all let that sink in somewhere, then the film's done its job.